Hello, welcome back. Today we are going to cook spicy sesame chicken, Asian style, with butternut squash. The ingredients we already prepared for you, and I would like to present what we have for tonight's dinner. It is going to be the chicken thigh bone-in. For this kind of dish, it always tastes better when you have the chicken with the bone and marinating, and after cooking it has more juice and a flavor. This is then the butternut squash. So we have different sizes. I wanted just to show you when you go shopping so you know which one to get. This one I already started cutting. It's a little bit hard, but you can manage it. And in your kit you will already have the pre-sliced portion. This one is cut. Don't cut really thick because it's gonna take longer to cook. And don't cut too thin because it will dry after cooking. So I think this is the best size for to cut this. And also you can, if it's smaller one, you can cut this way and open it up, scoop out the seeds, and use it the whole butternut squash. So let's start with the squash first, and then we'll move to marinating the chicken. This is all washed and ready for us to work with it. I will scoop out the seeds. It's always, we can take out the seeds, and you can use spoon to do that. This way you will not ruin the inside part. And another idea, you can always toast these seeds and use it for something else, but because they taste really good. Okay, let me just scoop this out. Okay. Okay, I'm making mess here. Let me bring this. Okay, so this is almost ready. And let's do this one as well. And you can also decide how you want to cook the shape. I am doing this way, but sometimes you can cut just little squares. But this is gonna be really nice for the presentation. And the skin will just, when you use your knife, always try to not to hold the vegetable or fruit, because you can ruin yours, you can hurt yourself. This way, if everything should be the best way to use the knife when you are putting it on the cutting board and using it on a table. Okay, this is so we're taking this hard skin off, and when you cut, make sure that you already see the yellow, the orange part. This white part can be removed because it's gonna be a little bit hard and it's not gonna have enough flavor. Okay, this is ready. We'll do this one as well. So with this butternut squash you can do many dishes. So after roasting, you can use it as a topping on a salad. You can always blend and make it as a puree, like a mashed butternut squash, and add a little bit butter and use it as a side dish. And you can also make the butternut squash soup, but it's just to give you the ideas. Okay, so I think this is ready, and this is gonna be enough for your portion. And if you are cooking for the whole family, for a larger family, you can always use the whole butternut squash. Okay, so first we're going to use one tray for everything today, and we will brush with oil our tray. And I already placed the parchment paper for this. And the oven is preheating on 400 degrees. So by the time we are ready, it will be the right temperature for us to start cooking. Okay, so this is like this. We will place here. And we will just sprinkle with some salt for flavor. It doesn't need too much salt because it has enough flavor and it has its own rich flavor, aroma, and sweetness. So I usually try not to overpower with seasonings any squash that I use. This and just a little bit of the garlic powder. Okay, and I think this is good enough. So this is going to our garbage can. And we can start working with our chicken. So for the chicken, for the seasoning, we will need, we have yogurt, plain yogurt. Then we have curry paste. It's 1 teaspoon, I think will be enough because it's a little bit spicy. Then we have fresh lemon juice, around half of the lemon. We have lemon zest. Again, it's, I think around half a teaspoon will be enough. And we will have around 1 garlic clove crushed. Here we will have a little bit, half a teaspoon of paprika. This is mostly for color, so it has that appetizing color. And the salt will be for the way you like it, as much as you like it. Okay, we will mix this really well. So for this recipe, I would recommend to marinate the chicken a day before. It can even, you will marinate with this, and I think even like several days. If it stays in a refrigerator like for 1 or 2 days, it will even have rich flavor. And this way you will it will be ready for cooking. Again, if you're busy, if you plan ahead of time, so this is a nice dish to do. So first of all, we have to pre-cut the chicken, so it will let marinating the flavors to be soaked inside, and it will feel marinate the flavor. It will go through the bone. So I would recommend to do that. Let me put some gloves on so this way my hands stay clean, and we can work with this together. So the marinade is ready. It's pretty easy. And we can start working on this. So pre-cut with the skin, and again, you can remove the skin if you don't like. Some people like, some people don't like this chicken skin. Okay, so I think this is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the cut should be, you should feel the bone of the chicken. So that's how deep you should go with your knife. Now we are going to brush the chicken. From both sides. I would even recommend to put under the skin. You can kind of go under and then fix the skin again so it looks nice. Always, whenever I do poultry, like even the turkey, when we roast, we always put all the seasonings, all the spices under the skin and on top. Okay. So it's completely covered. And yes, we are using one tray for everything. If you are if you would like just to cook separately, definitely go ahead to do that. Okay, we will remove this, and I think this goes to the oven for 400 degrees, and we'll start with 20 minutes first, but you will be checking both sides. And first we will start the top, and then if you see golden color, you can always turn upside down. The vegetables you will be checking. So let's see, I will start with 20 minutes and then we'll come back and I'll tell you exactly how long it took. But again, it's gonna vary from the oven and strength of your oven. See you after cooking. One more thing, I forgot to mention that we have to brush the butternut squash with oil. That's very important. Let's do that together. So before you start cooking, please do so. Really all the way from the top. The bottom part you don't need because it already has oil on the parchment. Okay, and we will need the sesame seeds on top of the chicken. Okay, so this is ready to go into the oven. Okay, so we'll see you when it's ready. Okay, we're back, and it took us almost 45 minutes to cook the chicken. You should check with if you're using the thermometer, you can check and it should show 165 the internal temperature. But without a thermometer, you can always double check, open from inside, make sure that there is no blood. And basically for 45 minutes, it definitely should be cooked. Okay, so let's plate, and first we will go with our delicious butternut squash. It looks really nice and has a very good smell. Okay, and we will garnish this with some lemons. And you can also use either basil goes well with this, or cilantro. Please enjoy. This was Lusine with Haute Cuisine Catering. And we will have the also recipe attached to the video as well. Thank you.